I thought for the most part the finale stuck the landing. Butcher was right, man. Huey shouldn't have stopped him.
Yeah, step into the shadows.
We mapped the cosmic Cold War where the Jedi met the Syndicate and analyzed the master plan, the motive, and the wicked grit. From Gotham's gritty alleys to the throne room on Apocalypse, unleashing lore, heavy knowledge from the serpent's verbal exodus. Welcome to the Villain's Lair podcast. Welcome to the Villain's Lair podcast.
And welcome inside the Villain's Lair on a fantastic Friday. Ryan and Alvin here with you. So much to talk about. But first, Alvin, how are you, my guy?
What up, G? It's Friday, 20th episode. We're almost
20.
legal to drink. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're out of our teenage years and ready to go. So happy that you're joining us on our 20th episode. May not seem like a lot, but hey, we are doing everything Monday through Friday. So those numbers are going to rack up real quick. Before we get going here, we want to remind you that you can enter to win a free copy of Insomniac's Wolverine on the PlayStation 5. All you got to do, it's real simple. Head over to Instagram, follow the Villain's Lair on Instagram, go find our Wolverine post, which is the sweepstakes for this. Share it with a few of your friends, 3 to be exact. Then come back to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, and then we will draw a winner for this. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. And if you're enjoying these videos and you're enjoying this content, you'll get more of it. You'll get the alerts you need in order to find out when we are dropping not only new episodes, but things like movie reviews. And we have a new series that we are working on right now to bring you. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think I think you guys will like it a lot. And so like these videos, man, it helps the channel.
That's right. And we also are giving away Wolverine, Insomniac's Wolverine as a sweepstakes. If you follow us, get your friends to follow us, go on Instagram and YouTube and all that.
We want to get started, and we got some things to talk about today, a major drop this morning, but we have a special guest today, Alvin, right?
Yep, that's right. My buddy, Zach, he is an editing guru for marketing, for film marketing. And not only that, but he's also a Lego connoisseur, and he builds a bunch of them. So he's pretty much an expert Lego builder, in my opinion. So whatever you need from different types of Legos, just ask him. So Here he is, my buddy, your roommate, Zach.
Everyone, how's it going? Good to be here, guys.
Hey, Zach, so good having you with us, man. Stepping inside the Villain's Lair where, you know, we like to get all dark and moody, even though our shots are lit really well.
Really dark and moody.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's great to be here. I love your show.
Appreciate that. We want to know a little bit about what you do in the industry and, you know, some of the things that you've accomplished. Explain kind of what a marketing editor does.
Sure. Yeah. Well, we get the fairly early in the process, we get a rough cut of the film and we start working out the campaign. Now, I sort of specialize more in behind the scenes style marketing. So we do featurettes that'll come out before the movie, but then we also do a lot of Blu-ray special features, right? You're seeing Jurassic World Rebirth. Sorry. This was about 6 months of my life, a year and a half ago or so. Yeah, because we shot all the behind the scenes and then we edited all the special features. Everything that goes on the disc went through us, and also a bunch of stuff that comes out before the movie, like this featurette that's on the screen now. That's more of a, you know, teaser with a little bit of BTS sprinkled in.
Nice. So you see the raw footage of the actors talking beforehand, huh?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Has some of them come off as jerks, or they do you actually see that, or they just give you the footage? It's like they already take out like the fat out of it, so you don't see like how they're really acting.
No. We get the full raw interviews. In fact, the producers that I work with are the ones sitting in the chair asking the questions. So yeah, we get the full raw and like so this shot of the river with the raft and the thing, that's from a day, one day. There we shot like 80 days on that movie. And
Wow.
so there was just terabytes of footage.
I imagine you probably are signing some of the craziest NDAs imaginable, right? Have you ever seen something where you're like, wow, this is really kind of spoilery. I wish I wouldn't have known this before seeing it.
Yeah, totally, yeah. In fact, yeah.
Was there ever times that you get these movies like without any VFX or like kind of like unfinished?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I remember a long time ago now, it was relatively early in my career. I was still with another company, working on Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the second one, right?
Ooh, love that one.
And like I watched that feature and everybody was just humans in mocap suits walking around, right, with those cameras in their face. But the movie was so good that even with that, you're like, damn, this is going to be a good movie, right? But then sometimes you get a movie and you're like, I don't think even visual effects are going to save this one.
Interesting. I would have loved to see Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern without the
Yes, that was a little before my time. One of my first marketing projects was to cut a campaign recap for Green Lantern. So it was everything. It was the trailer, the TV spots, the billboards, the print ads, tie-ins, everything. And it's like a sizzle that's 2 or 3 minutes that, the studio then keeps and plays for the next, like, they'll give that to partners and be like, look what we did on Green Lantern. This is what we'll do for your new movie.
All right. So we know we've kind of heard in the Alvin's intro to you that, you're a big Lego person. What's your favorite Lego set that you've ever put together?
Good question. Honestly, I think it was the Avengers Tower.
Wow, you got a lot of more stuff.
And yeah, that one was a lot of fun to build. And there's so many figures, like really good figures with that one.
Yeah, I saw the X-Men one with the mansion. I actually wanted to cop that for myself.
Heck yeah. All right, well, we've got some big news to talk about today. So Amazon, we are in full like post-mortem, whether you loved or hated The Boys, it's all anyone's been talking about right now. And Amazon dropped a trailer today for a prequel series to still try and capitalize off some of that, publicity, good or bad, momentum, good or bad, they've got it right now. And no better time to show us a first look at Vought Rising, which is a prequel, featuring Soldier Boy, excuse me. So we're going to take a look at that right here, and then we'll give you our thoughts.
Let's go. They could not resist.
If you're working on something, maybe I could help. I want to fight for the flag. I want to be a hero.
Always in church, people say, we are in this holy way.
God blessed us with these extraordinary heroes.
There are strange things happening every day. Every day. Every day.
There is a brighter future. All we need to do is take it.
Happening every day.
Wow.
2027. I mean, that's they're. I mean, obviously, have enough to put together this footage, but man, they're already like ready to drop this.
Oh yeah, they've
Yeah,
been
they're
waiting to
cooking.
drop that. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room real quick. It's giving me Captain America for the first Avenger vibes right now.
Yeah, but he's also got like if he had like a Nazi side chick, there's there's that whole relationship is so it's so the boys, right? It's so
Yeah.
like
No,
dark
you're
and
right. It really is. Like, what if Red Skull was a hot lady?
exactly.
It's definitely gonna have the same vibe as the boys. Are they
Sure.
gonna go over the top like them this time around? Because Gen V wasn't anything like that, right?
Right. And Gen V did not get renewed for a third season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
we talked
respect for
about
those
that. They
two.
kind of sidelined them in the finale of The Boys so
Oh,
much
I
that
know. They show up for a cameo and then nothing.
they kind of like,
Build up of you're the most powerful with your blood magic, and then nothing.
Hey, listen, turning the keys in the ignition is something, okay?
yeah.
That's
It's
a very important part of starting a car.
True. True.
How did
But
you feel about The Boys finale? I mean, or how did you feel about the series? And then what did you think about how they, tied everything up?
Well, I love the series. I love the series, although there was a low point. I think it was like season 4, maybe. Was it the last season? There were a few episodes I remember not liking, but I thought for the most part the finale stuck the landing. My big issue, and it's not with the finale as it stands as a piece of art, but with people's interpretations of it. Um, Butcher was right, man. Huey
Butcher
shouldn't have
was
stopped him. You cannot have a democracy in a world where some random asshole can just take out an army. Like, it just doesn't work. The government always has to have, the threat of force to back up whatever it says, right? Even if it's fines or whatever. If you don't pay them, cop's going to show up and take you to jail. Well, if a cop can't take you to jail because you can fly away, that's a problem. So every human citizen of that world's United States should be clamoring for not the deaths of Soups, but the cure. They should be looking for ways to take away all these people's superpowers because they just doesn't work.
no, I agree with you on that one. We've said in we said it a couple episodes ago that I agreed with Butcher for sure. So yeah, good take, man. Good take.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hopefully there's no fires at the Vought building and the virus never gets out. Then it just stays in the pipes and everything's
Right.
good.
It is just sitting in the pipes. They never addressed that.
Yeah, but now we're going back and we're going back to Vought Rising and maybe how this company came into fruition in the 50s, nonetheless. So it's
Probably
it's
even
gonna be
earlier.
interesting how it all came about because I'm actually interested what happens between the 50s and 2026. That journey going through what we are now,
Yeah.
with the soups and stuff. Because that's a lot of years between both. So who knows what the hell happened in between? There's a lot of characters to explore. Hopefully less superpowers with genitalia.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's
It seemed
also
like Black
interesting
Noir
that-
kind of got a lot of that trailer, they're showing, kind of his origin story.
Yeah, that's cool.
What is your anticipation level, Zach, for something like this? Like, is a spin-off like a something that you were hoping for, and even like a prequel spin-off at that?
I wouldn't say I was hoping for it, but I'm here for it. I mean, it's not something that I was, before I heard about it, I was dreaming up or anything. But that first look looks great. I think the production value is great, and there's a lot of material to explore, like Alvin was saying. It seems like they're treating the superhero technology, whatever, the same way that in the real world, um, our space program came to fruition, right? Operation Paperclip. We went in, we got the Nazi scientists, we brought them back here, we built our rockets, went to the moon. Instead, in this world, they're taking the Nazi scientists and they're cooking up this compound V.
Right.
But there's a lot
Yeah.
of crew that's always been, a historical gray area, right? Like the
Mhm.
scientists weren't the ones doing the really terrible things, but they were still, part of the Nazi party. That's a real gray area, and that's rife for or fertile ground to explore for a show like this.
Well, I think that all of us are, we're all fans of this franchise and looking forward to, I think enjoy Gen V on some level. And I think we'll all, kind of enjoy seeing Soldier Boy and his crew, their whole uprising. So anything that kind of puts us back in this universe is something to look forward to. One of the things that we're looking forward to this summer is Supergirl. And Supergirl has dropped a couple of trailers at this point as we close in on, I believe, a July release. And there's a frame or a moment from the trailer that's kind of getting some attention, whether good or bad. We get to see another look at Superman in his suit. And we have thoughts. Zach, what do you think of this shot?
Don't love it. Don't love it. It's the collar for me. I just don't like that suit, the new suit's collar. It's a very new 52 suit, and that was never my favorite suit to begin with. Plus,
Right.
is it just me, or does it look like his belt is like plastic?
It looks
Yeah.
like, it definitely looks like it comes from Spirit Halloween this time around.
Totally. Yeah.
They didn't work. I mean,
It doesn't look like it's separate. It looks baked into the rubber.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like there's
Man.
no definition between the belt loops and the belt itself. They're all the same, height.
Over here too, he's not looking like a powerful Man of Steel over here. He's looking like a structural failure in superhero costume design.
Yeah, I mean, I know I wasn't a fan of the film, his movie, but man, is he supposed to look kind of chubby? Like there's no he's just a straight line, right? Like there's no bulkiness. There's no, I mean, you see the way Superman is drawn, and I know that those are exaggerations, and no humans actually look like some of these. I mean, they draw, if you read Absolute Batman, you're like, geez.
Dude's built like a tank.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he looks like he has no definition. He looks like just like, Superman the accountant. Or I mean, I hate to like, crap on accountants, but I just mean like he just looks like a dude, like just a normal, guy in his mid-30s that is cool with a dad bod. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
and it looks like the suit is suffocating him too a little bit.
Right.
I mean, like even like at least with Christopher Reeve's Superman, when he was wearing the tights, he had pure definition.
100%.
With this one, it's just like I don't know, man. I'm not digging this at all. It's like kind of ignoring the source material a little bit too.
So I think one of the things we loved, or we have always hoped for, that they pulled off in the first movie was the bright colors. Zach's, costume design was always muting. I mean, they had like an accurate look, but the colors were always muted. And with Superman, with Wonder Woman, you think of these vibrant blues and reds and yellows. And it looks like now, and I'm not sure whether it was just backlit and we're looking at this in a shadow, but royal blue seems to be turning into more of a navy blue, and yellow, bright yellow is turning to more of a gold, and bright red is now like a, almost a burgundy, and we're losing that. We're going backwards here. And if you've seen, Supergirl and her appearance at the end of, Superman, her costume was the same. Her suit had bright reds and blues and yellows, and everything we've seen in this trailer is it's gone more of this route. I mean, are they making a mistake here? Or maybe we're just not seeing the best lighting?
I think the one who's making a mistake is Clark Kent by putting his suit in with the darks in the
Yeah.
laundry because the blue is looking kind of dull and the yellow and red is looking kind of confused. So I'm only guessing that he put the wrong tumbler on the washing machine and put the bad soap in to make it that color.
I
Well,
agree.
reporters don't make that much. He can't afford the good detergent.
Right, right. You know,
And he should be dry cleaning that instead of putting it in the washer.
exactly.
real.
Yeah. This could be a great cross promotional Tide, or one of those things. Like maybe there's how you weave the marketing in, and you get something like that.
Yeah, remember,
Yeah.
Clark, tumble
In the-
dry low. Follow the instructions.
In the business, that's called a cross promo.
There you go. See, I knew we had the experts to keep us to keep this right.
Yeah, I'm an expert in laundry.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see whether that's just bad lighting. We'll see whether they actually are muting these colors when Supergirl drops this summer. Zach, one of the things we do on this show, especially on Fridays, sometimes, is we like to fix things that are broken. Movies that we had so much hope for, movies that just really fell flat in the end, and we didn't get what we wanted. So we call it Fix It Friday. So we're going to do a Fix It Friday with you here today.
You like that intro, Zach?
I do.
Great.
I do. I love that.
Yeah, Batman and Harley Quinn, something's in the background. Yeah. So the movie we want to fix this week and today is the third movie of that original X-Men trilogy, X-Men: The Last Stand. For those that you are too young and maybe haven't gone back to watch it, it was part the Dark Phoenix saga. It was part the cure. So humans finding a cure to eliminate, your mutant gene and fix these mutants, excuse me. So I guess we will let our guests take the first chance at fixing X-Men: The Last Stand. Zach, the floor is yours.
The floor is sorry.
All right. All right.
I had that in my head and I wanted to say it, but
What's that?
no, we kind of were thinking the same with saying the floor is yours.
Oh, gotcha. I guess there's the obvious stuff, like don't fucking kill Cyclops off in the first 10 minutes. But my top line change would be the villain. I would make Mr. Sinister the big bad, because then you can tie that into the Cure story, and I think he would be a much better manipulator of Jean as the Phoenix than Magneto was. I mean, I get that they're wanted to cap off the trilogy with a big Magneto fight, but I think after X2, like, we were kind of over that. I think they should have done something different. And Mr. Sinister to me would have been a good way to do that. And you could keep Cyclops around because he's part of that Mr. Sinister storyline. I also didn't appreciate. Sorry, someone's yelling outside. It's weird. The joys of Los Angeles. I thought it was a disservice to the idea of the Phoenix that they reduced it to basically mental illness. It's just Jean's darkness coming out after, Xavier suppressed it. No. The Phoenix Force is supposed to be a cosmic god of rebirth. That's its function. So yeah, those are my two big things for the movie. Let's see. Mr. Sinister as the villain would have given Beast a proper intellectual rival. Beast didn't have a whole lot to do in the movie, and he just gets some talky scenes and then the big fight at the end. Mr. Sinister as a rival could have given him some science stuff to do.
That's awesome.
Right? right?
Yeah, like Kelsey, you cast Kelsey Grammer. You think you're gonna get some like really like fun, intelligent, intellectual moments, and to do some like cool like intellectual chess with someone. And I love that. I love being able to like have a intellectual rival in Mr. Sinister.
Would have been cool, right? A lot better than Magneto recruiting some Morlocks and messing up the Golden Gate Bridge. Like, come on.
And that's affordable too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you fix X-Men: The Last Stand?
I'm going back to the drawing board and I'm going to fix the business aspect of this. I think Deadpool said it best, right? When he said, "Suck it, Fox, I'm going to Disneyland." Except in this one, in Bryan Singer's case, I'm going to Warner Brothers to do a Superman Returns movie. And I think that was a whole thing going on around that time that Fox did not want to wait for the third X-Men to come out because they wanted to rush it before Superman Returns come out. So Fox, I would start it with telling Fox to stop being a petty little bitch and not rush X-Men. Like I said, Bryan Singer did 2 masterpieces. Why not screw it up, right? And instead, us fans suffered. So they screwed that up. In the movie, you have 2 storylines, right? You have the Phoenix Saga and you have the Mutant Cure. And you just don't combine the 2. You just have one or the other. So for this one, I'm just picking the Mutant Core, which is like it's more of a societal metaphor, I guess. And like Zach was saying, Dark Phoenix is a cosmic tragedy. All right, I'm gonna hold the Dark Phoenix back, all right, and build Jean's psychological unraveling and put that in the background and make that its own standalone movie, like I'm saying. For the 4th installment. So we'll even be happy for X-Men now instead of like a beautiful trilogy. And Magneto, we're gonna change a little bit and restore his complex militant philosophy. I'm gonna strip away that cartoonish shit he was doing in that movie. Also, I'm not gonna let him abandon Mystique. Out of nowhere, he just abandons Mystique like that. What, dude? Like she's
Well,
such
it's not out of nowhere. She lost her powers, therefore she wasn't a mutant, therefore she wasn't his people anymore.
Right. But I don't think he would abandon her just like that, though.
Yeah.
I'll let that simmer just a little bit. And one of the things too, I'm gonna respect Juggernaut a little bit and have him more as an accurate backstory as Xavier's stepbrother, instead of being like a little cheap meme. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. And as far as Rogue's concerned, we're not gonna have her in this little love triangle, whatever, with Iceman, and she's not gonna be petty this time around. We'll bring her back in like she was, and Cyclops, like Zach was saying, he's not gonna die like that. He's gonna take command. He's not gonna die off screen. He carries the X-Men around on the 4th because of Jean's corruption. But that's gonna be in the 4th movie. So that's about it. Different take on it. No Phoenix Saga. Keeping it to the Mutant Cure.
Yeah, I love that. I agree. There's some moments that I would do. I love not killing Cyclops. Cyclops should actually be the main antagonist of this team. Even though we have this adoration and obsession with Logan and making him the main feature of every film that he's ever in. I love, Alvin, that you think that it's too convoluted. It's too many storylines jumbled into one. So let's break them. They're good enough main plots on their own. Yeah. So you don't need to weave that. I think it's funny that Fox got 2 chances at trying to pull this storyline off, this Dark Phoenix storyline. And Simon Kinberg wrote both of them. And obviously didn't succeed the first time, and then didn't succeed. I think was even worse the second time, and then even got the chance to direct that, and it was a colossal mess of a movie, that Dark Phoenix saga in the Fassbender and McAvoy trilogy. I think one of the things that I really would have wanted to see in that is, I think throughout that series, I think throughout that original trilogy, Halle Berry's Storm was not only nerfed, but not given the right amount of aura that character of Storm has. I mean, Storm is an Omega level mutant that should be walking around and like one of the biggest badasses that there ever was. And her head, I mean, she is practically royalty, right? I mean, not even marrying Black Panther in the comics aside, like she is this, like amazing being that why didn't we get if we're gonna go the Dark Phoenix route, we should have got this like really, really awesome visual fight between Storm and Jean. Like, I think that some of these directors and not, I don't want to say stunt coordinators, because mostly director that's putting this together, but they could learn a ton by going back and watching like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or some of these Dragon Ball fights, and just really looking at how anime isolates these characters in fight scenes and really just like goes balls out, right, on showing their power sets and going back and forth. Like, can you imagine a live action version of some of those fight scenes with the Dark Phoenix and Storm? Like, show me some of that. I realize Storm wouldn't win that. The Dark Phoenix is too powerful of a being, but give me some of the, like, make this shit epic. It's right there for you. And I think that they would have, found the secret sauce and nailed this. And I would have done one or the other. I love the Sinister idea for a version of, the Cure. And then if we're gonna do Dark Phoenix, like, man, give me some really cool fights.
Yeah, just let that stand alone. But they could have had like 4 X-Men and it would have been the greatest, not even trilogy. What do you call 4 movies? I don't know. A multi-film. That would have been the greatest one of them all. And they totally flopped that. I mean, they flopped what arguably could have been the best trilogy of all time in superhero movies.
Yeah. They definitely could. But
I mean, that's why Fox is still the biggest name in town.
That's why they still have all those characters to do whatever they want.
Yeah. And they always will.
Well, hopefully we were able to fix The Last Stand. Hopefully we gave it a better version. Zach, I loved your version. Alvin, I love the all of those ideas there. Before we wrap up today, what's that?
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Before we wrap things up and say goodbye to our guests, Alvin, do you have any final thoughts for today?
Yeah, me as a big New York Knicks fan, and with their big win yesterday, I've been seeing a Twitter handler, actually an X handle. I believe he's called at Bacher Pages, has been doing these Knicks X-Men covers. I mean, this one is like an homage to Jim Lee.
Super cool.
Look at the cover of this one. It's dope. You got Jalen Brunson in there as the Wolverine. You got I think that's Josh Hart over there as Gambit, right?
Yes. Yeah, you got Karl Anthony Towns as Bishop.
Yeah, you got Cat as Bishop. Well, you have Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah.
That's
is that Obi as Nightcrawler?
OG
or OG? Sorry.
Yeah, I believe that's yeah, I think that is OG as Nightcrawler. I can't. I'm having a hard time telling on that one.
I saw this one earlier after the game 1, and this is the McFarlane Spider-Man homage with Jalen Brunson as Venom. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That would make I would like to read that actually now. If he actually came out with an issue on that, that would be super dope. But I don't know how he made it, but the drawings are sick. Obviously, we're paying homage to the artist. And with the Knicks winning, he obviously has a big love for Marvel and the Knicks, and combining the two fandoms together is just a cool sight to see.
I agree. Well, that's going to wrap us up. Before we go, Zach, we want to say thank you so much for coming into the Villain's Lair and sharing your stories, sharing your personal story and the things you do, your love for Legos that we saw. It was super awesome. Your thoughts on the boys. And again, thank you for helping us fix X-Men The Last Stand. Brett Ratner could have really used you.
Yeah, right? That guy's such a scumbag. But I really appreciate you having me on. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Well, thanks to Zach. For Alvin and I, remember, we do this show every Monday through Friday. This is episode 20. So we're out of our teens. Next week, we'll be able to drink and gamble. We're looking forward to that. And again, if you've been with us through this episode, we appreciate you watching these episodes. We appreciate you subscribing to this channel, liking these videos, sharing your thoughts in the comments. We try to get to all of them if possible. So again, for Alvin, I'm Ryan. Thank you for hanging in the Villain's Lair, and we will see you on the next one.